What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Mindset. Today we're going to talk about the same thing that everybody in this country and the world has been dealing with for the last 2 weeks, and that is self-isolation. It kind of sucks being stuck indoors all day, every day, or being by yourself, being with the same people every single day, not having anything to do, doing the same thing day in and day out, watching TV, going to bed, talking, playing board games. It does get kind of boring. It does get kind of boring when you can't go out and hang out with your friends, go hang out with different people, you can't travel. It also sucks for those who aren't able to work right now, but also sucks for those who do because they're going out and subjecting themselves to it. So I guess that is bittersweet. There's a lot of things like special events, like weddings, graduations, family trips. All of that has been canceled or postponed for the next 2 months. I had a lot of my May and June weddings already rescheduled for later in the year or next year, and it does kind of suck, but I still have a lot of graphic design stuff coming in and still booking weddings for later this year and for next year. So I'm thankful for the people that are still booking regardless of what's going on right now. So with all that being said, having a positive mindset through all of this is a key thing, and it's going to help you get through it because a lot of this stuff seems very negative and it seems very overwhelming. So my friend Cal just put out a video. I'm going to put the little note box right here. Click that, check it out, hear what he has to say. But he talked about something with self-isolating. It's just because we're stuck at home, just because we're stuck doing nothing, doesn't mean we can't better ourselves, doesn't mean we can't better our craft or learn something. So during this time, instead of just watching TV shows for fun, playing games, or just sleeping, not doing anything, take the time to watch YouTube videos, get online, read things, and learn. Reach out to people, because even though we have to socially distance, doesn't mean we have to digitally distance and not be able to call our friends or call people that we know or reach out with emails and DMs and talking to people. So in this time with self-isolation, you have to take that time for you. Take the time to grow, take the time to learn, and just learn how to be a better person. Because when we're able to go back out there, we need to be able to show the world that we didn't waste our time, that we didn't just sit back and wait around. And with that being said as well, don't live out of fear of the situations that are happening. Live with caution for sure, but don't live out of fear, because living in fear is going to dictate your choices and dictate the path of your life to a direction that you don't want to go. It's going to take you down to somewhere negative. It could take you somewhere that's depressing, and honestly, we need all the positivity we can get in these times. So with that being said, live with caution, but don't live in fear. When you live in caution, that means you are taking those precautions to go outside. You're staying away from people. There's nobody around. I have moved around 3 or 4 times today because there was groups of people walking together and being stupid. It's doing what you have to do to keep your family safe. It's staying at home. It's not going where groups of people are. It is making sacrifices and not living your normal day-to-day life. But with that being said, if you live with those precautions, instead of living out of fear, you're still going to get things done. You're going to still carry around the positivity. You're going to still be able to influence other people by living your life and showing people that there's no need to panic, there's no need to be afraid, just living your life. Because honestly, there's a lot of different situations that can come up in your life, and you still have to live positive through them. Whether you get in a car accident and don't have a car, whether a loved one passes away, or somebody loses the job, you have to get through it. You have to move forward. So like I said in my last video, there was 3 words growing up that my mom always used to tell me that has really stuck with me throughout the years, and it is always forward motion. 3 very important words, very powerful words that'll help get you through any situation. I'm going to break those down for you today because that's what I want you to use while you're stuck in this self-isolation. The word always, it means at any time, no matter the circumstances, no matter the situation, no matter the possible outcomes, the risks, no matter the benefits from it, no matter what the situation is, or whatever it could be, or will be, or possibly be, that's what always is. And then forward is a destination. Forward in this phrase is both a noun and an adjective. It's a noun because it's a destination. That means it's a place to go, a place you're able to go from here to forward. It is also an adjective because it describes the next word, which is motion. So you have always, meaning in any circumstance, the destination, which is forward, and then you have motion, which is the physical, emotional, spiritual movement of getting to forward. Moving on from your past, moving on to the future, no matter the circumstance, always forward motion, meaning you're going to move forward. You need to move on to new things, to better things, to move, to get yourself out of those situations, to find ways to make things better, to make your life better, to grow, to learn more, to just be a better person and have a better mindset than you did yesterday, than you did in the past, than you did when you started your journey. Because it is a journey, and you have to keep moving forward in order to get to the destination you want, and also in order to get to the result of your life that you want. And in order to achieve that true, genuine happiness, you have to have forward motion. So using always forward motion while in self-isolation is very important, because not including right now with what's going on in the world, but in general, when things get chaotic, when a lot of things aren't going right, when things aren't going your way, when you feel like you're in a plateau, you need to isolate yourself from the positivity and the negativity sometimes, and really get back to your roots of yourself. When you get away from the negativity, you're getting away from those people that are putting you down. You're getting away from those influences that tell you you're not good enough. When you also get away from the positivity and those positive people, you're keeping the outside opinions out, so you're not influenced into a direction that you don't necessarily want to go or necessarily agree with, or something that is not you. So when you self-isolate, meaning you stay away from everybody else, you get in that quiet place, you put music on, and you sit and think and get back to your roots of who you are and figure out what you can do better, what you can do that's new, and what you can learn to be different than today to get yourself out of that plateau and to get yourself moving forward. So guys, just remember that this week is always forward motion. There's always a direction to go, and always choose to make that to go forward. Moving on from the negative things, moving on from your mistakes, moving on from your past, and moving forward to a bigger, better, and brighter future. And with that, guys, just remember, no matter what the world has to say, tomorrow is a brand new day. The choice is yours to go out and be more. Peace.